This was I think 2,700 acres of just horse pasture. Now you're on 13, it's the last existing 13 from the Palo Alto stock farm. But it was their favorite place. They bred and raised trotting horses. And their son, Leland, was here, and it was sort of the best time they spent with him. So when they decided they wanted to build a university in honor of their son, this is where they chose to do it. And we're super excited that we still have this for our training. I have my two athletes, Kelsey and Jillian, are here. Horse racing was the foundation here. Electioneer is actually a trotter. Those are horses that race with a sulky or a cart behind them. And what you'll still see racing in the United States now is thoroughbreds. You see the trotters and pacers. There's also steeplechasing, which is done a little bit here in the southeast, where they actually run really fast and jump over stuff at the same time, and a lot in England. And then there's also short mile racers like quarter horses, and those are done a little bit more in like county fair circuit in Texas. The horses are wonderful. Stanford actually owns 33 horses now. They're all donated to the university. We'll walk through the barns a little bit. The red barn behind you is the oldest building on campus. It was built in the 1870s. And a lot of it for them is about how to try to work in harmony to get the horse to want to communicate and go with them where they want to go, because no animal in its right mind wants to go really fast and jump over things. Horses are really generally quiet, docile, calm, sweet animals. The only thing that taps in is that they are fight or flight animals, and they have a brain about the size of a walnut and the body the size of a truck. This, she's just kind of absorbing you and letting you pat her, and this is really relaxing. When it becomes food, it's a little bit like having a dog and bacon, like that's all they'll focus on. See a small window where their eyes are set to avoid predators. They can't see a really small window in front. So she doesn't mind being patted here because she can see my arm, but they generally like to be patted on the side of their face like you were doing on their nose or their neck. They also, because of the eye set, can't see. She can still see me here and here, and then she ceases to be able to see me. So this is sort of the danger zone behind. All right, why don't you and Jill grab Namaste? And I'm gonna have you guys help us tack up, and then we'll take her outside. Okay, you got it, she's got the box. They will start to race usually as 2-year-olds. The horse Justified that won yesterday actually didn't start racing until it was in the 3-year-old category. And by 4 years old, they're starting to get washed up. So sometimes you'll see a 5-year-old race, but it's not very often. Horses usually live to be about 25. That's a fairly decent aged horse. So race horses, they want to be light and strong and fast.
That's like your one point of control. Doesn't do all that much, but that's kind of how you can slow down. Yeah, so it's very different. Like when I was growing up, I had my own horses. No, right before. Yeah.
If the other coaches, like I've done it for 15 years, and I know enough of the other coaches that if I ask them, hey, will you tell me, like one of her horses, the coach that owned it, that was tied with us, was like, he's perfect, he's great. Baggage from all of them. This one was actually something back away. We're gonna go in the front lane. When these guys come to practice, we only practice for an hour a day with the horses because their stamina is not a whole lot longer than that. And we have to actually practice no more than 5 or 6 at a time usually. For Jillian, who was competing for the first time in a large group, we had 16 in here, and it's just a lot. It's good practice for us, but usually we practice in smaller groups. Their jogging gait, their warm-up gait is a trot. It's a 2-beat gait, and the trot just lets them loosen up and start to get a feel. Part of it as she's trotting, she's trying to make the horse have shape. You'll even see it in race horses, and she's showing him with her reins where he's headed and where he's jumping.
This is amazing. Really appreciate it.
No, you guys are welcome to come back out here. It's a nice place to just hang out.